Welcome, everybody. Great to see you all. Welcome. I'd like to welcome everyone who is live streaming with us today. And drop us a note in the chat. Tell us where you're from and introduce yourself. So we're going to go ahead and start with a little music.
All right. Hello, welcome, everybody. Go ahead and stand for Everything I Need to Know. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything I need to know about what lies before me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me, everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to accept about what lies before me, everything I need to accept about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to release about what lies before me, everything I need to release about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me. Yeah, all right. Take a moment and say good morning to someone you haven't met yet. And if we have any kids in the audience, come on up to the stage. All right, let's go ahead and do my soul. Yeah. I'm sorry. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul. My soul? Yeah. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 All right. And if we have any kids in the audience, come on up to the stage. We have our teachers, Lily and Nevin, here today, and they have some fun activities for you this morning. Do we have anybody? Okay, then we're going to skip this part and bring you to the next thing.
Great.
Thank you, Lily and Nevin.
Thank you so much. Let's hear it for those teachers. And they provide a really wonderful creative adventure for children here that goes out into our wooded area and exploring and creative projects that they do with them. So we're very, very grateful to have them. So any people who are Zooming and have children, come on in and bring your kids. So this has been a tough week for many of us in the community. So some saddening news. We have a beloved member of our community, Martha Webb. Many of you know Martha. She oftentimes was welcoming people as they arrived at the center. She made her transition last Thursday, and we want to acknowledge her and also open a container wide enough for all of our people or persons who have departed personally to yourself. So we'll do just this small process together, bringing the oneness of spirit into this very room. And if you'd like, you can close your eyes, or you can stay however you feel comfortable. Okay. So this is from Joel Goldsmith, and he says, "In the moment that we die to the past, we are reborn in this nowness. And in our rebirth in the Spirit, we carry with us nothing of a past, not any more than the butterfly carries with it anything of the worm. After the worm has spun its cocoon and has had a long period of quiet, separate and apart from the outside world, it dies, and the butterfly is born. But that butterfly has no remembrance of its worm state." And so here, before we move into prayer, I'd like to invite you to speak the names of the people that you have had to depart from or have left you in your life. And I know my father, Joe, was so important to me. You can keep it in mind, or you can speak it out loud. And Martha Webb, we love you. We see you. We experienced you. And you're such a blessing to us. And just welcoming that, knowing that the saints and the sages are always with us, surrounding us and guiding us in every way.
Good morning. My name is Rhonda Biggs, and I'm your practitioner of the day. And I invite you to continue the sacred moment in prayer as I offer a prayer for us on this day. In this quiet and still space, I breathe into this moment of knowing my oneness with the divine, that the deep love of the divine is within me and all around. The deep peace of the divine is within me and all around. For I am one with that one. That each person in this room, and so named those that have come before, that are here now and that are to be, that we gather in the sacred circle of peace and love and light. And on this very day, I am reminded that that divine light is also within me. And I take delight in turning within and connecting with my inner light. And I breathe into this world that love and peace and light, knowing that it may connect with someone who is so ready to receive it. And that this is the gift of spirit that we give and receive and share in this blessing. And I honor myself, I honor those who have come before. And on this day, I step into the light, and I commit to bringing beauty and joy and comfort and love with all that I say and do, for that is the divine nature and the divine inspiration that I carry. Blessed be this day, in such gratitude for those who have served our community and one another. Peaceful journeys. And so it is.
Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Please join. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. You have all you need, it's all inside of you. Just close your eyes and breathe and know that you are safe. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. No need to make a plan, your heart will be your compass. Just lift your sails in faith and trust that you will arrive. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Float into the mystery. This next one, Get Ready My Soul, was the retreat song for the retreat that Reverend Zina and Dr. Andrea led over the Easter weekend. And so if you were here and went to that, please join in, and if you weren't, please join in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment here, to this new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. And here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. Diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Woo! Thank you so much, Kathy. Kathy. No, Robin. Kathy, Robin. No, I was calling you Kathy. And and Eric there too. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, sometimes after we do this stuff, I'm like, okay, time to go home. We got our fill, right? So it's been a real joy to embark on this April series with CSL Bellingham. Dr. Andrea and I have moved through the the sort of theme for the month, which is when things don't go as planned. And it happens, right? I mean, part of life. And really what the whole month series is kind of a layer, like an onion peeling. We're getting deeper and deeper into what it means when we turn to spirit when things don't go as planned. And it's really about how to trust the divine, to trust the divine when we really have no idea where we're going next. And that is sort of where we're going today, because my topic for today is making course adjustments. And I like the idea of adjustments versus, oh, I've got to discover my life, change everything, make everything like dramatic, right? I've done it. I know the story, I know the game, but course adjustments are really a trust and faith that every step that has led us to where we are at this very moment is bringing us to the next step of the greatest discovery, which is the calling towards something. And it's that adventure that I'd like to talk about today. And I'll begin by bringing to mind my morning and how that morning went. So we have a beloved here practitioner, and I won't name him because you guys will be like, oh my God, you really told her to do that. But what I got told, or a request, was to lighten my eyes, and Andrew got this request too, so I didn't take it personal, because we're doing this live stream and we want to kind of connect with people. So drop it in the chat if you think it worked. If you don't bother. We're good. And so this morning I'm getting ready, and I just don't really wear eyeliner. I wear light makeup, typically only on stage, and just, allergens and et cetera. So Patty said, here, use this. Okay, so she went, she was doing whatever, and she came back and it looked like a clown face. So I had to spend what was like 5 minutes to departure to come to here to be on time, getting it all off so that I could redo it, find the right eyeliner, and here I am. So that's like a micro course adjustment, right? I was going in a certain direction, and then I had to change course. I'd be like, oh my gosh, redo, start over, repeat, let's see what happens. And I landed pretty good. And so with course adjustments, I like to kind of do a hanging sentence because I think it's a good place for us to share. And what I've noticed in my own life, and maybe you've noticed this too, is when I resist the prompting, I'm resisting spirit. When I resist that idea of something grander and better than what I can imagine, I'm resisting that impulse, right? So I was listening, and maybe you guys are familiar with Adam Grant, and he just published an interesting book. It's called Originals. And it's so wonderful because it's all about nonconformists, so I'm like, that's going to go great in our environment, right? Bunch of nonconformists. We don't want traditional religion. We don't want the old way of doing things. We're like kind of thinking outside of the box around here, and it's kind of contagious, right? But he brings up this really interesting story that I think can illustrate what my talk is about today, and it's about this doll, okay? So he puts this doll. I wish I had it on the screen. I tried to search for it. So if I say it's something about this doll and you try to search for it, just trust me. There was this doll, okay? So this doll was designed, created, and distributed to stores as well as through catalog sales, okay? So it was like the talk of the town, because this doll arrived and it was the ugliest doll in the world. Parents were mortified. Children were crying. So the guy, this Adam Grant on a screen, pulls up the slide. This doll was designed and created by Albert Einstein. Yeah. So can you imagine, just for a moment, talk about resisting the prompting of spirit? He probably felt quite humiliated and really disappointed in himself. Like, wow, what a brilliant idea. Kind of like when I was trying to put the eyeliner on today, right? Brilliant idea, Zina, you look like a clown, okay? But yet, we have to think of it this way, because in our teaching, what we're about is we're about the creative process, individualized, that we can actually catch manna from the sky, an idea. We can bring something to form and create something from nothing, right? Imagine if he hadn't let go of that doll, didn't take the nudge. The very theory of relativity would not even be in our consciousness. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. But he was the vehicle for that to be born. And through that, new physics were born. Not just the physics that we had been accustomed to. Quantum physics. Quantum theory. And now there's so much research going on about quantum physics and quantum theory that we actually live in a universe where Ernest Holm, the founder of Science of Mind and Spirit, encouraged us to go, where our individual abilities could create. We could create the lives and the experiences that were important to us. And so, aren't we glad he let go of the old doll? The old ugly doll? So, I see a lot of new people here, and I want to welcome you all because it's so great to have new folks come in to visit. And after service, I'd love for you to come up and just introduce yourself. And one of the things that I wanted to say about that, since we do have so many new people, is that, what are we doing here? What's the teaching? What are we about? And I think it's important because if you're got a ton of other things calling you out in the experiences that you want to have, we're really honored that you're here, coming here and spending Sunday morning of all things with us. And so the premise that we sort of guide that we follow is really simple. There's one power, there's one presence, and it is in you, in me. It's individualized in us. There's no deity that says, I got to confess or do things to get to this source. It's like Einstein grabbing all of a sudden this massive mathematical calculation came to him. Okay? It's about that idea that this one presence and power is in everything and lives through everything. And so what we're about is that we are actually in an active relationship with whatever you want to call that thing, actively, that it's happening now. It isn't a dead spirit. It isn't a spirit written in a past book. It's right here and right now. It's in this room, and it is pulsating, and it's growing, and it's becoming, and it's expressing as me and as you. That's what we teach. And I love the fact that so many mystics really catch this idea. So Richard Rohr, in his teaching, he tells us that a person does not have to follow a Jesus, doesn't have to read a Bible, doesn't have to do any kind of formal religion to come to realization. All we have to do is really fall in love with the divine. that divine presence. Fall in love with it with whatever name you choose to call it, and know that it is everywhere that you go. So I'd like us to think real quickly here about your favorite movie, your favorite novel, or favorite story. Catch it in your mind, okay? When you get it, think about that. So what is it? What makes it so great, right? Oftentimes it's the plot and the storyline, isn't it? You know, the characters. They're in an adventure. Love lost or love found. The villains even. The adventure of being like out of the ordinary. Or the intrigue, the power, the thriller. Maybe it expresses some anger that, you know, is ready to kind of be released as a cathartic experience through film or through reading a book or through a story that we read. Perseverance, determination, or the age-old story that we share, bondage to liberation. This is the case for me, and it might be for you too. Whatever that storyline is, that is the place of great healing for us, right? Because the storyline is usually some psychic thing calling us inside of ourselves. You know, Carl Jung, was very good at reminding us that there's these archetypes, these shared characters and personality types. And so when we're attracted to a certain storyline, that's kind of reflected in our lives. And then we take that storyline and we begin to work with it. You know, if it's that anger part, it's super important not to ignore that, to take it and massage it and work with how do we calm our senses, calm our nerves down, calm our parasympathetics down so that we can really be open, like we can push the boundaries of what we thought we were to expand even further. Or if we had love loss and we want to gain love, you know, and we look at that and it's all of it. It's the emotional, the spiritual, it's all of it. It's just so crunchy and juicy and delicious. And it's wonderful, and it's hard at the same time that it's wonderful. So really two things, not one is right, one is wrong, they're just different. Part of our philosophy here is that we're plugging into understanding our divinity, resting in that, nurturing the presence, knowing that each relationship is an interchange of the presence within us, reflected in the presence within others. And I've had to do a lot of work with this. I'm not going to be, you know, stand up here and say, hey, I'm a minister, so yeah, no. Well, you know, like deep work, trauma work, family work, people, places, and things work, right? But what I've found is that there's good drama and there's bad drama. And when there's bad drama has this kind of feature of gossip, you know, like we're not dealing with our stuff. And so we become a little bit like, oh, you know, everybody else has a problem. Yeah, you. No, not you. Right? So allowing ourselves to get to the root of what it is that we're being guided to resolve, to shed away, like I said about the onion, to maybe get rid of the ugly doll that we created, that we thought was the greatest idea in the world, and to expose ourselves to openness and vulnerability in a place like this that's safe, right? In a place together where we have belonging, where we see that little baby back there and it's like, you know, there's good in the world. We're good. And together we can like light a flame of goodness in others. And sure, you know, right now there's a lot of big drama in the world. A lot of big drama. I mean, we cannot look away from that. But what we can do is say, yeah, polarization, political environments, race and injustice, gender identity, environment concerns, our rights. We can say all of that and say, what's the spiritual lens that I can look at through to be able to see this for what it really is? Because I do believe in presence. And, Brene Brown tells us something about that. She says, get in the ring, and we're in it, or we're spectators. We get to choose. I know for me, there's been times where I'm like, I don't want to get in that ring. Why would I want to do that? Ministry is not one of those things. And I'm sure you have something like that too. Where you kind of sit on the sidelines and you're a spectator into what's happening, and you don't know quite where to plug in, and it's like life's flatlined in that way. Because life is this. It's ups and downs and all arounds. And all around it, continuing to remind ourselves of who and what we truly are in the mind of the one thing, Spirit. So I'm going to kind of tell you a little story about that, because there are some big dramas happening in the world. And there's relational dramas. You may have that. Maybe you have a job you're tired of going to. Maybe you have people in your life who you just can't handle that person anymore. Maybe you have, relational things where you have spats with your spouse. And you're working out stuff. Maybe you have children who are choosing ridiculous careers. Don't they know what they are? Shouldn't they be like a doctor, an attorney? Maybe they want to go into art and be famous like some people in this room, right? We're nonconformists, that's it. So we have to bless others to nonconform to, in a way, right? So the disciples were asking the Zen master a question. Gosh, master, you look like us. You talk like us. You eat like us. You sleep like us. Then what makes you a master? Why do they call you master? And the master said, because I can see the mighty oak tree in an acorn, the soaring eagle in an egg, and the sage in the baby. This is why they call me a master. And I think the message here is mastering our own lives. And to become the master, when we're looking at these things that I said about big dramas, we're actually knowing that within them, because there is a presence and a power that works in, through, and around all things, that there is a seed being planted that is ready to culminate and grow and germinate and be watered by those who believe in change and believe in the mighty presence that is here now. There's no heaven to go to. It's right here and right now. It's within you. It's within me. And it's everywhere. And so what I close with today is just this idea. I resist the prompting of Spirit. And maybe you do too. So as you move through this week, be in the stillness just for a little while. Spend that time. Even if it's simply having a cup of joe, your nice tea, and sitting and reading something inspirational and silencing yourself. Ask yourself, what's this prompting? It could be some self-work. And listen, that's way okay. I still have a therapist today. It's all good. Okay. It might be some relationship nurturing time. Or it might be to be an original and to launch that thing, that mighty thing that makes something greater happen for the world, because humanity is moving forward to its next greatest yet to be. Let's pray. So just coming into this, just allowing ourselves to feel that presence. It's okay to welcome and invite maybe a reunion with that idea. that there is this power, this presence of good, this love intelligence that moves. It has its being as me, and it's also the truth for each and every one of us. Spirit is, and we are one with it. And it has fascinating, adventurous things to show us. We're open to whatever it is, and I am seeing grand unfoldments in my individual life, first and foremost, opening to the prompting and maybe letting go of the pedal of resistance. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to run. All of it in its entirety is right here and right now. It's in this place that I am simply in gratitude and thanksgiving for all of it, for the wonder and awe of spirit, the mysterious things, the adventure that is unfolding. How lovely. In this place, I release and let it go. I know there's something mighty that does the work, and I allow it to do what it does, and I'm grateful. And in gratitude, I simply say, and so it is. Thank you. We'll have the ushers come on up. We want to thank you, dear community. Thank you so much for all the loving embrace that you offer, not only with your talent and your time and your treasure. Everything that you see here on campus is supported by financial contribution, but more importantly, all the functions and care of these grounds and the welcoming and hospitality, which is going to have coffee after service, fresh, and some cookies too, is all supported by individuals who just want to give a little bit back to the community. We want to really thank you for that.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love surrounding me. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are whole. are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are whole. I am whole. We are whole.
Beautiful. Okay, we're going to move into some announcements today, and we actually have two presenters who are going to join us up here. And first off, I'd like to invite Sarah Raldi up to talk a little bit about a social engagement that we support that she has launched here in Bellingham, and she's going to show us a little bit of what they've been up to. Come on up. Here's your microphone.
Is that the ugly doll?
Oh, I set myself up.
Speaking of dolls, you be the judge. This one is a tiny teacher. So I'm going to have Zina hold on to the doll. Get some doll time. Yes. So last fall, what was it, October maybe, I presented here and talked about Roots of Empathy, which is about bringing babies as tiny teachers into grade school classroom to teach empathy. So I see you, I hear you, I care about you, that sort of thing with the parent and baby, the attunement, all of that. And the kids sit around a big green blanket, germ boundaries and all of that. But they watch, they see, they listen, they experience. Oh, if the baby's crying, I want to help. Oh, if the baby's laughing, I want to laugh with them. So then when they see someone on the playground, they see somebody at home, brother and sister, oh, if they're crying, oh, I want to help. And so it decreases bullying and aggression and increases that engaged citizenship, sharing, caring, helping. And so I wanted to give an update because I was requested to give an update because at that point I was up here saying, I'm looking for babies. And all of you helped create Roots of Empathy in Bellingham. I want to show you a video of the impacts of Roots of Empathy, and then I'll talk about how it landed in Bellingham. So this is a thank you story and a love story to you. So take a second before we do the video of just feeling you are creating the love in the world. So thank you for that. Philip, do you want to do the video? Thank you.
The world has changed, but one thing remains the same. What's their future? For 25 years, Roots of Empathy has helped create a more caring and equitable world through our programs. We've reached over 1 million children in 10 countries. Being kind, being inclusive, challenging injustice, it all comes down to empathy. Join our mission to change the world, child by child.
Hello? Oh, there we go. So I'll just take a second. Okay, there we are. And so I wanted to let you know that we have landed in 12 grade school classrooms in Bellingham. So look at each other, say thank you. We have people in this community who have become volunteer instructors delivering the classroom in the classroom. We also have people that reached out and networked to find tiny teachers. So we have families who are participating and feeling part of the community by coming in once a month to the grade school classrooms with their baby and being surrounded by love. We've also had people reach out to schools about, okay, who would like to participate in this? So 12 classrooms this year. And I want to show you some pictures and tell you a couple stories because that's awesome. So. Who does the pictures? Philip, do you do that? Okay. All right. We got it. We're a community. So here's a grade school classroom in Bellingham with the little baby engaged. And the kids, this sense of wonder. I had a principal come into one of the classes I was facilitating. And after the principal left, I talked to them, and they just had this moment of almost emotional feeling like, wow, this is what it should look like. Kids who are engaged, they're like all their defenses about all the hard stuff that's going on in the world wasn't there. It was just being there in wonder together. So next one. So this one, the mom said it's okay if the kids hold the baby to get that experience of really up close and personal, that heartbeat against your heartbeat, and feeling the responsibility and care it takes to hold someone's life in your hands. And of course, they gave the kids a choice of, do you want to or not? And we went around, and also for them to know, okay, the baby has a choice and can say yes or no as well, right? So that consent piece. And so we were going around the room, and one little girl was really, really shy, and she's like, And I said, okay, that's cool. If it's not yet, that's fine. So we kept going, and then later the mom put the baby on the green blanket to do the next thing, which was about neuroscience and playing with the balls and seeing the development. And the baby started to crawl, and she went past the balls, you can see them in the picture here, and went right up to that little girl in the midst of 27 kids who are all over the place in the classroom, went up to that little girl and looked at her with that expression. That's the little girl's elbows and toes in the picture of, will you be my friend? And that little girl just looked at her, and she smiled. And then the baby proceeded to untie the girl's shoelaces. Next one. And the world's a scary place in lots of ways, especially when you're a tiny human. And the mom told the story of, she was talking to me in a training, and she was telling a story of, I got to bring my family song into the grade school classroom, where my older kids are experiencing some bullying in the world. And in this class, my baby's being sung into the world. So, and delight. Being able to have that spontaneous, feelings are contagious delight. And that's what happens through the class. It's the transformational work of going from, okay, what's going on, what do I need to do, to just, we're here together, creating the world together. So thank you so much for everything you've done to help this land here. I'll be in the back, well, actually outside in the cold. And if anybody has any questions, and what we are doing is we're expanding into Whatcom County schools next year, so Bellingham, and then we're also looking at Mount Baker School District, possibly Ferndale, possibly Blaine. So we're looking for babies and people who might want to be instructors to help facilitate in the classroom about once a week. And if anybody wants to talk to me about that or ideas or networking, feel free. So thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Take it in, take it in. That's wonderful. Okay, gosh, that was really great, Sarah. It's actually so neat to see. It's kind of like a living testimony as you were presenting. I came into the training we had here, and it was just like moving. I went home, I was so teary. I missed everything about my littles. I missed everything about, my own little in me, and it was really great. So thank you for the great work you do. So we have a really exciting event happening next Saturday here, and it's tea time for teens, and it's specifically designed, and Jean's going to tell you all about it, but it's specifically designed to help us raise money so that some of our teens can go to teen camp. And CSL, our larger organization, now has its own Cedar Ridge camp in Oregon. And so we have an actual camp that we can, even this community, we can maybe go there and do some fun things in the future. But Jean, thank you for spearheading this. We want to celebrate you and hear all about what you have to say.
Thank you. Robin
Okay, Robin, Kendra, and I have organized the Tea for Teens, which is next Saturday. I'm hoping to see many of you there. I invite you to be my guinea pigs for gluten-free baking, because I'm doing the gluten-free part, and I've got some really delicious recipes. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up, and you can do that at the Ask Me desk or on our website, and it's the amount of money we're asking for to enter is between $15 and $35, whatever you feel like contributing. We're going to have 8 tables of 6 or 7 people, so I really do hope that you're so moved to come to the tea. It turns out we don't have very many teens. I think we have 1. So if anybody is interested in serving, we could also use that volunteer as well. We do have about 5 people to volunteer, but we have 8 tables. So there you are. So I hope to see you there.
Thank you for very nice.
You look so nice. I noticed that makeup right away.
The better part of it. Thank you so much. It's pretty exciting to have this whole teen movement growing in our community. So let's talk about G4G. Are you, Jennifer, talking about G4G?
No, I don't know what time the tea is.
Oh, yeah, we were so excited. Last chance. Okay, here, let me do this. Last chance. Deadline tomorrow to register for Tea Time for Teens. This event will benefit this cherished teen group, and it is from 4 p.m. Saturday, May 6th to, it doesn't have an end time. You know, we get talking. It might be late, but 4 p.m. next Saturday. If you haven't bought a ticket or you're available for that, please do attend. Okay, we need to move on now to our Gourmets for Good. Gourmets for Good is a wonderful event that we host here annually. And I think actually, Kathy, would you like to speak about it?
Sure.
I've done enough talking for the day.
Well, real quick, Gourmets for Good is just such a fun event because 16 groups have emerged from this community to offer dining events, and they might look like dinner, they might look like lunch, they might look like a hike, but anyway, everything revolves around dinner or a food event, and you get to bid for a place at the table. And so you have no idea really who the other people are who are going to be there. And so it's really fun, especially if you're new to the community. This is a fabulous way to get to know people and get more integrated in the community. It's a great fundraiser, and bidding starts next Sunday.
That's right.
There's going to be bid sheets for every dinner. You'll be assigned a bid number, and you can go and start bidding. We say bid high and bid often, and we'll wrap it up in 3 weeks.
That's right. Thank you so much, Kathy. And just to add to that, that event, S on the end, goes all the way through your summer. So there's events kind of sprinkled throughout the summer. So check your schedules before arriving if you're interested in signing up and getting a bid number next week. Check your schedules so that when you see an event, you can kind of go, oh, okay, that works for holiday, that works for whatever might be coming up in my summer schedule. I know everything comes to life in summer around here. One other thing I just need to mention about that is you're going to receive a bid number when and before you bid. Okay, so the number is doesn't identify names. It just allows us to kind of make the surprise of the event. And so it's super important that you remember that your bid number is yours. And even if you've had one in the past, that one no longer is applicable. You get a new bid number, and you also, if you have +1, like a spouse, +2, a friend, +3 children, each of those has to have their own individualized bidding number. So we'd love to see you next week for the launch and the following weeks to continue to get this event. It's a huge fundraiser for our center, and we appreciate all of the hosts and events that are supported. Okay, last couple of things is join the Mo team. Okay, summer's coming, and we have a schedule starting for the mowing and kind of groundskeeping. And again, this is completely voluntary, but we'd love for you to sign up. Even if you can do it once through the whole summer, we really don't care. We have a schedule, and we can pop you in wherever's convenient to you to come and kind of nurture and care for the grounds and help us keep these beautiful grounds going. Be an earth steward. Save the mature trees on Sunday, May 21st. They're going to be specific, and I know that Shelley and Steve are involved in this. Well, Steve is involved in the earth stewards. And one of the things that's really great about this is actually going to help us not only identify invasive species, but we're going to have a party around that because, we make parties out of everything around here. So we're going to make a party out of it, and we're going to actually identify and remove these invasive species, and it's from 12:30 to 3 p.m. Sunday, May 21st. Again, this is just bringing your talent and your involvement in the center to make us a better place. Food bank. Last week, you can see back there, we went from having like one container where people were bringing in food, canned foods and canned goods, peanut butter. Donations include, peanut butter, cans, beans, pasta, gluten-free and gluten whole, rice, all of those things. And now we're at overflow and have another barrel instead of just a container to take over all the giving that happens in this community. We want to acknowledge everyone who has done that and let you know that that is going to end today. So that's about all we have for today. Please go ahead and let's do a closing song. Oh, go back. Oh, join us in our Victory Garden today, actually. Thank you. Yeah, join us in our Victory Garden today, and this is to learn and help at the same time. So you're going to learn how to do lasagna bed, and you are going to help with our garden, and our garden has a specific social engagement cause. So we do all of our gardening preparation, growing and harvesting, and we supply the food to the food bank here in Bellingham. So it's really beneficial. And if you want to have more information, see that hand right there? Please go ahead.
We're going to be doing some other educational things later on, but today's the day that we get all the beds ready, and it's fun to do. We have a lot of people because it's no digging, no tilling. We're just layering things, and then we have lots of plants, some that were donated that we're going to just plant today, as well as seeds. So if you have a couple hours, please come join us, and or I have some things that are just too heavy for me to move. How my car has bags of grass clippings that we can use, and we have bags of leaves in the shed back here, and it's just some things that are really heavy. So if there's a couple of strong people or guys that want to just donate a little bit of time that aren't really planning on staying, they can just help me get these rest of the tools.
Great. So let's see if we can give Carol some help, and please see Carol so you can get the details of what's happening with the garden today. Let's go ahead and close out now. Thank you.
Go ahead and stand, and we're going to go out with Go Out and Shine. And I just want to tell you how beautiful your voices have been today. You all have really been singing out. It's just about undone me in these songs today because it's so beautiful. Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. You gotta go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Step out and take take a chance. Walk the talk, join the dance. Relax, enjoy the ride. Let kindness be your guide. You gotta go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. You gotta go lend one hand, one heart. Wanna change, make a start. We're one big family. What's good for you is good for me. You gotta go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Have a great week, everybody. You too, and online. Have a great week.